Imagine this scenario. Imagine waking up tomorrow morning, reaching for your phone out of pure habit, only to see a cold, emotionless notification from your banking app. Your account has been temporarily frozen due to a national monetary system transition. A chill runs down your spine. You rush to the nearest ATM, only to find the screen dark, or a simple paper sign taped on it, out of service. You turn on the television, hoping for reassurance. But every news channel is broadcasting the same emergency announcement. The government has issued a new currency conversion order to combat runaway inflation. In that very moment, the polymer banknotes in your wallet, the billions in savings you accumulated through years of sweat, tears, and youth, suddenly stand on the edge of becoming worthless pieces of paper overnight. You might think this sounds like the plot of a dystopian sci-fi movie, or a tragedy that only happens in distant, failed economies like Venezuela or Zimbabwe. But no, my friend, wake up. This scenario is no longer fiction. It is a real possibility hanging over the global economy, and it may knock on your door far sooner than you expect. The calm you see on the surface of financial markets today is nothing more than a terrifying silence before the largest storm in financial history. A storm fueled by a global debt bomb so massive that no nation can realistically repay it. History has shown us that when governments reach this point, there is only one escape route. They dress it up with elegant words like restructuring or the Great Reset. But stripped of its illusions, it is nothing less than the largest wealth confiscation mankind has ever witnessed. In today's video, I won't lull you to sleep with rosy economic headlines or recycled investment advice. I will expose how the gears of the debt erasure and currency reset machine are quietly turning beneath our feet. You'll discover why the world's wealthiest individuals are dumping paper assets and retreating into real shelters. And most importantly, what you must do right now to avoid becoming another sheepshorn in this brutal wealth transfer. Welcome to the Finance Craft, where we strip away the illusions society doesn't want you to see. The wall of debt and mathematical impossibility. To begin this journey, we must discard the illusion of prosperity constantly fed to us by mainstream media and confront a brutal reality, one already unfolding inside your own wallet. Have you ever wondered why your parents or grandparents could afford land, a home, and raise a family on a modest job? While today, even with degrees, long hours, and multiple jobs, owning a decent home in the city feels as unreachable as touching the stars? Why does your breakfast cost twice as much as it did 5 years ago, yet delivers less quality? You may blame greedy sellers. You may blame inflated real estate markets. You may even blame yourself. But the truth is harsher. You are not lazy, and the shop owner isn't greedy. The real culprit is far more insidious. The money in your wallet is melting like ice under the sun. According to the latest data from the Institute of International Finance, global debt has surpassed $315 trillion, more than 3 times the world's total GDP. Translated simply, even if every human on Earth worked non-stop for 3 years, selling everything we own from needles to tech giants, we still couldn't repay it. Mathematically, the world is bankrupt. Governments and central banks know this. They are trapped. If they stop printing money and raise interest rates, debt-soaked economies collapse. If they keep printing, inflation destroys purchasing power. This is the dead end of the long-term debt cycle, one Ray Dalio has warned about repeatedly. So what do they choose? History tells us they always choose what's easiest for them and most painful for the public. They print more money. They call it quantitative easing. They call it stimulus. But in plain language, it's a legalized global Ponzi scheme. Every new dollar printed quietly taxes your savings through inflation. No force is required. No announcement needed. Your purchasing power simply evaporates. You feel like you're running endlessly on a treadmill, working harder, faster, longer, yet going nowhere. This is not an accident. It's the system working exactly as designed. Those closest to the money printer banks, institutions, elites, receive fresh money first, while it still holds value. They buy assets. By the time it reaches you as wages, prices have already doubled. This is the Cantillon effect, and it explains why the wealth gap keeps widening beyond repair. Pause for a moment and ask yourself, has your income truly kept pace with living costs over the past 5 years? Or are you working more, yet feeling poorer? The Great Reset and digital handcuffs. When debt walls block the future and trust in fiat currencies erodes, elites don't drown with the masses. They prepare an escape, a lifeboat for them, and a cage for your financial freedom. This escape has a name: Central Bank Digital Currency, CBDC. CBDC is not Bitcoin. It is not crypto. It is programmable money issued directly by central banks, marketed as efficient, safe, and convenient. But its true power lies in control. With CBDCs, money can expire. Spending can be restricted. Transactions can be denied. Your wallet becomes conditional access, not ownership. Disagree with policy? Break compliance? One click, and you're financially erased. No privacy. No autonomy. This is not speculation. The infrastructure already exists. What the elites are doing quietly. Watch actions, not words. Central banks are hoarding gold at the fastest pace in 50 years. Billionaires are selling equities. Cash levels are at historic highs. They are abandoning paper promises. Why? Because when trust collapses, only real assets survive. Survival actions. Fear alone is useless. Informed fear is power. The rule is simple. Don't keep your life's work trapped as fiat. Convert paper into assets with intrinsic value. Gold, productive real estate, scarce digital assets, and most importantly, skills. Your mind is the only asset inflation cannot erase. Final question. 5 years from now, will you trust gold or paper? This is the finance craft. Stay sharp. Stay aware.